Hey folks, this is Vincent Natalia with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Fantahzee. This is a game for 2 to 5 players, it's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is roughly 45 minutes. Well, as the name implies, this game is sort of like Yahtzee. We'll be rolling dice to try to kill these monsters. The objective of the game is to get past the level 1 monsters so that we can get to the level 2 monsters. And then somewhere in the level 2 monsters there is a boss. If we defeat 3 bosses, we win the game. That's what these doom trackers are for. Every time we kill a boss, we flip it over to the other side to indicate that we've killed a boss. Whenever a player kills a monster, it goes into their personal victory pile, and there's a point value or XP value in the bottom right-hand corner. Players will add that up at the end of the game, and whoever has the most wins. This is semi-cooperative. Players are going to be working together to vanquish these monsters, but at the same time, the winner is the one with the most XP. There's also this town over here. Basically, the Vanguard, which is the deck on the rightmost. There's 5 decks of monsters, and the one on the right is called the Vanguard. At the end of the phase, or at the end of the round or turn, a player's turn, if there is a face-up monster here, it will attack that town, and that player has to draw a town card and suffer the effects. It's either going to be negative XP for their endgame scoring, or it might do something to them like they can draw 1 less card this turn, something negative to indicate that, you know, something bad happened. So yeah, the gist of the round is players can, at the beginning of their round, they can play up to 2 heroes and 2 action cards on their turn. After that, they roll dice, and like in Yahtzee, after you roll the 5 dice, you get 2 more free rerolls. So as long as you don't lock dice into your characters, you'll be able to re-roll them freely. After you're done re-rolling dice, then you're going to, with your activated heroes, you're going to choose which monsters you want to try and kill. So as long as your strength of your activated heroes is greater than the number of the strength in the upper left-hand corner of these monster cards, you'll be able to defeat it. It's just a typical number comparison. So if I have a strength of 5 among all of my activated heroes, I could kill the 3, the 2, the 3, the 4, or the 3. I have my pick. But then you subtract your strength for every monster that you kill by their value. So once I use my 5 strength to kill this toxic slime worth 3, I'd have 2 strength left, and I could maybe kill this dark assassin, which has 2, but I could not kill the 3, 4, or 3 here. So you're just going to keep using strength of your activated heroes until it runs out or you can't kill anything else. You can also flip over a monster, like let's say I kill this one. I can push my luck, flip that over, and face it. I'm forced to face it. But if I don't have enough strength to kill whatever's there, then it stays there. And that's especially bad on this pile because, again, at the end of your turn, if there's a face-up monster here, then you're going to have to draw one of these town cards because, well, they've attacked it and bad things happened. So after you attack monsters and you kill whatever monsters you want to kill, counterattack happens. There are certain monsters that have the counterattack label on them, and this is whenever you attack a monster that has counterattack, any monsters you've killed that have counterattack on it will counterattack you for the number that's listed here on the card. In this case, counterattack 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at your activated heroes, see if you have any shields to block that attack, and if your shield value is less than the counterattack value, then you have to give up a hero. You're going to give up that hero and subtract its strength by that attack value. And if that attack value is still greater than 0, then you have to give up somebody else. And you're going to keep giving up heroes from your party, or from your active heroes, until that value reaches 0. Now, it's worth noting that any heroes that are lost in this fashion their shield values still count for the rest of this active turn. Because now, once we counterattack, we move on to the horde phase. Well, actually, first there's treasure. If there's any treasure that you earn from these monsters, you'll draw these treasure cards here and slot them to one of your active heroes. After the treasure's done, That's the horde phase. You're going to flip over any empty piles that are Like if I killed this one, for example, you'd flip that over at this point. And then you take a look, and any that say ambush, like this one here, that includes ones that are already here, you're going to, again, repeat that attack like you would with counterattack. Like if this said ambush 1 and this was an ambush over here, then that would be 2 ambush. This one doesn't say ambush, but as an example, if this said ambush 1, that said ambush 1, that would be 2 damage coming to me. I'd have to try and use my shields to block that. If I can't, then I lose more heroes. After that, it's the end phase, and you draw 4 cards and then discard down to 5, unless you've got some kind of hero that increases your hand limit. All right, and that is the gist of it. There may be some rules that I may have neglected. One thing I will point out that the rulebook, it's not in the rulebook, I actually shortened the amount of cards in these 5 decks. By themselves, they're pretty hefty, each pile. In a 2-player game, it's a slog because you've only got 2 people trying to get to each of the 3 bosses, or each of the 5 bosses actually, trying to kill at least 3 of them. You're going to be here a while if you decide to do that. So what I've done to make the game a bit more playable and less of a slog, I removed 3 level 1 and 3 level 2 cards from each of these decks so that the bosses are easier to get to.
Wow, there were 6 cards, additional cards in each stack?
I got rid of 6 cards in each stack, yeah, because there was so many cards in each stack. We'd be here for a while with 2 players. It would be a very repetitive process to get to those bosses. So to fix that, I've made that adjustment. When setting these decks up, it's very simple. Level 2 cards, you're going to shuffle in a boss with them, and then you're going to put the level 2 cards on the bottom, and then you're going to shuffle the level 1 cards, put them on top of them. So you've got level 1 cards, and then finally level 2 cards, and the boss is somewhere in the level 2. Okay? Let's go ahead and start. Each player starts with 5 cards, so would you like to go first?
Let's roll dice, and whoever has the highest number can go first.
If you like that, sure.
That's what it says in the rulebook.
Fine, 5. 1, I win.
So you go first.
Okay, so I go first. All right. I'm nicer than dice rolling. I let people go first because, you know. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play 2 heroes and 2 action cards. So this is my hand. I have no action cards, so I'm just going to play 2 heroes.
The action cards are the swirly
Yes,
ones?
they've got a little swirly in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to play a scout. And whenever you see an X, that means any die value. If you see 2 X's like this, that means you need 2 of a kind. So 2 2s, 2 3s, so on. I'm going to play this bodyguard. And I've played my 2 heroes. And that's all I can do with that. And now I have to roll my dice. This is the dice phase. Alright, 1, 2, 6, 5, 6. Well, that makes it easy. I'm going to use my 2 6s to activate the 2 X's over here. This is my bodyguard, so he's now active.
What does this thing say?
Your hand limit is now 6 instead of 5. I don't have to activate to use that. I know it's permanent until he dies.
Yeah.
And then my scout, it's any number really, so I'm just going to put the 1 on here. So I don't have to worry about re-rolling, but if I wanted to re-roll, I can re-roll up to 2 more times. So as long as I don't lock dice in, I can re-roll things. So you can even put them off to the side, roll dice, and then put them back in, roll that, whatever. So as long as you're not locking them in, you'll be fine. Okay, so now I've got 3 strength and 2 strength is 5. I'm going to start by using my 5 strength to attack this toxic slime so that he does not attack the town. And then I'm going to use my remaining 2 strength to kill this 2 strength dark assassin here with 1 ambush. Alright? And that's that. Now we add up counterattack. Neither of these have a counterattack value. So that's good for me. I don't want counterattack because then he would do damage to me and that would be bad. Now we check to see if there's any treasure on these cards. On the very bottom left-hand corner of some of these cards, there'll be either 1 or 2 treasure chests here. This one has 1. These 2 don't have any, so I would not draw a treasure card and then slot them appropriately. And then I'm going to go ahead and put these cards aside into my victory pile. And now the horde phase. I'm going to go ahead and flip these over. Now, if any of these say ambush, then I'm in trouble. Luckily, no ambush here.
Oh, so that ambush didn't take effect?
No, because I killed it. And during the treasure phase, that's when defeated monsters go into your victory point pile. So before the ambush phase happens, ambush monsters that you've killed go away.
I see.
So the horde phase, that's it. We've replenished this. And then end phase. I get to draw 4 cards and then discard down. So I'm going to go ahead and draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's an example of an action card here. I may want to keep that. This guy, wow. Some cards will give you a resource called Steam. Steam is used by other cards to activate them. Like, in addition to using dice to activate, you can also use Steam to activate. But usually you need to activate a card that gives you Steam, and then you can use that Steam to activate some other card that you might have in your party. Your party limit, by the way, is 5. So you cannot have more than 5 people. So now I got to discard down.
You can have 6 though, right?
What's that?
You can have 6 because of that.
Correct. Yes. So I'm going to discard down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just need to get rid of 1. I'm going to go ahead and what is this one? Activate to get 2 extra dice and an extra roll this turn. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this sergeant. Choose a hero. They cost 1 less to activate this turn. I'm just going to get rid of them. And then start a discard pile there. And now it is your turn. So you can play up to 2 heroes and 2 action cards.
I'll play these 2 heroes.
Okay. I guess I'll put my guys over here too if you're going to do that.
And oh, I'm nervous because I picked kind of difficult cards to fulfill.
Did you?
Yeah.
2 6s and 3 of a kind. I see. Well, hopefully they work out for you.
If I do this one, I can cancel out that one, right? I don't have to roll anything.
That one says choose a hero. They cost 2 less to activate. Yeah, so if you activate that guy, he becomes free.
Okay, cool. Oh, come on, even 3 1s.
You've got 2 5s, so you can set and 2 4s. Yeah. So which number do you feel lucky with? I mean, you could keep the 2 5s and the 2 4s and then roll that 1 die to see if you get a 4 or 5. That's a 1 in 3 chance. Or you can take 3 die, keep 1 number, the 2 4s or 2 5s, and roll the other 3.
And that would be a how much?
A 1 in 6 chance for each die. With 3 dice, it's a lot of math. I'm not going to get into that.
Dang it! I was hoping you would. How many times can I reroll?
Twice, like in Yahtzee.
Do 1 die.
Okay then. Is that your Xena Warrior Princess battle cry?
Not even. So 1 more?
1 more. No one has ambush, so even if you fail, well, you'll have to get that town card.
Oh my gosh.
Unless you just roll 3 dice.
It's too late. I already locked them in.
You didn't locking them in means assigning them to your card. That's
so even if I used my first roll?
Yeah. As long as you didn't put them on top of a card, you can re-roll whatever you want. So this last re-roll, you can take your 5s, re-roll them, or your 4s, or whatever you want. Xena Warrior Princess. Okay.
I'm so nervous.
You need a 4. 2 5s and a... Okay, so unfortunately, could not activate anything.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's a dice game. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it is.
So there's no active party members because none of them activated.
Oh, that's good. I don't lose anything, but I get one of these.
You have to get one of those. That's correct.
Right.
And what does that say?
That's okay. -3 XP. That's not
For the
too bad.
okay, -3. Yeah, let me show the camera what that is in case they want to know what these town cards look like. If there's anything negative text-wise, it'll pop up here. So the church is destroyed. Good job.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's all right.
So that's going to be in your victory point pile for the end of the game. Horde, everything else you don't need to do. There's no ambush. Counterattack doesn't kick in because you didn't attack it or kill it. If you can't attack it without killing it. So in this case, he doesn't do anything to you. So now you draw 4 and then discard down to 5. But at least you've got these guys for next turn.
Thank goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I discard down to 5, so I need to get rid of 2. Okay.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and decide what cards I want to play. This guy gives me 3 steam and 1 shield this turn.
What does steam do?
Steam is a resource that is used to activate other cards that require it. For example, I've got a Steamosaur. 4 steam or 3 4s. So I can roll 3 4s, or I can generate 4 steam through some other way and use that steam to activate Steamosaur. I'm going to go ahead and play this guy here. He's just a activate to get 3 steam and 1 shield this turn. And Steamsmith, get 4 steam. See, that guy could be used with the Steamosaur. Get 1 steam. Okay, I'm going to use this steam cannon. Activate, get 1 steam and shield 1 this turn. Okay, so I'm going to play these guys. I'm going to keep my action card for when I actually need it. I might need it for a really nasty encounter, so I'm going to keep my action card for right now. So now I've got 4 party members. Again, I can't go over 5 by default. I'm going to go ahead and roll my dice. And I've got 2 6s, a 1, 2, and a 5. I need at least a 4 to kill this Dryad Archer. So I need to activate at least a 3 and a 1, at least. I don't have any 3s, so I can't activate him. I can activate the Scout, because the Scout needs anything. I could activate my Bodyguard, which has a hand side of 6. I think I'll do that. And all I need is a 3. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to activate my Steam Cannon to get 1 steam and 1 shield this turn. And then I'm going to re-roll these dice to try and get a 3 to activate this guy over here. 6, 2, and 2. I could use my 2s to activate my Bodyguard. So I've got 6, and I'm going to... Oh, and then I'm going to use my other 6 to... I could activate my... Alright, I'm going to go and activate my Scout. So now these 3 become my active players for this turn. This guy would not take any damage in any sort of attack or whatever, or ambush. So now these 3 I'm going to resolve.
I have a quick question, sorry. What's the point of, like, how do you get the steam for this guy?
There are cards that generate steam for you. But
it says 2 steam or, what is, I don't get
that means you either activate this guy with 2 steam, or you roll 3 of a kind. If you don't have any cards that generate steam for you, you can still activate them with 3 of a kind.
Okay, I thought that was like get 2 steam.
No, it's an or.
Okay.
Okay, so from, what was I doing? Oh, here. Okay, so I've got a combined strength of 8. I'm going to use 4 of that 8 to kill this Dryad Archer. And I'm going to use my remaining 4 on this rock monster. Or maybe I'm going to use it on this orc mage because it's got a treasure on it.
Nice.
Okay. Now we resolve the whole... I've got one attack left, one strength left, and I can't kill anyone with that. So now we move on to counterattack. Neither of these have counterattack, so there's no damage there. Now we move on to the treasure phase. There's 2 treasures here, so I'm going to draw 2 treasures. Treasures can only be slotted onto active party members, so this guy I could not attach anything to. A treasure card has 2 sides to it. The one that has a single treasure symbol, that's what you would use here. If there was 2 treasure symbols, I would slot it with this other side here. So I'm going to slot, this one says get shield 1 this turn. This one says get an extra die this turn, assuming I activate this hero. So I'm going to give the armor to the Bodyguard to get 1 shield. And I'm going to give the magic bow to the Scout because this one's pretty easy to activate. Alright, and now I move on to the horde phase. Well, these guys go away. They go into my score pile. And now we flip these over.
And hope it's not an ambush.
Yeah, there's a toxic slime and a dryad archer. So no ambush, we're lucky there. And I think I draw 4 cards. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3. That's 1 too many. And now I'm going to discard down to 6 because my hand size is 6 per that guy over there. So the question is, what am I... Get 4 steam this turn. This is an action card. This is an action card. This guy is a steam brute. This guy gets me 4 steam on a turn. You know, well... Change any number of your... Change the dice to any number. That's kind of nice. I don't want to lose any of these guys. Well, I've got a duplicate of him, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of him. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to get rid of 1 more. This 4 steam would be nice, but I don't have any cards on the table that... I mean, I don't have my Steamosaur out yet. Wow. I'm going to get rid of my Steam Brute, I think. I'm going to get rid of him. Okay, so that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 cards, and play passes to you. So you can play 2 heroes, 2 action cards, if you have any.
Alright. I will play these 2 right here.
Okay.
Okay. And I roll.
You roll.
Okay.
These guys.
Oh, so nervous.
You got this. Okay, so you've got 2 4s, 2 1s, and a 6.
I'm going to activate the ones here. Choose a hero.
They cost 1 less X
to activate
them. Right, so...
So then I'm going to...
You could spend... You do you. You could do one of 2 things.
I could do a bunch of things.
You could use your 6 here.
I could.
You could use this guy to cheapen this 6 and use your 1 6. Or you could use your 2 4s and that ability here to then activate someone else. There's a lot. You could chain a number of different ways.
Yeah.
But you do you. Whatever you want. I'm saying this for the benefit of the camera, not for instructional purposes on what you should do.
Okay. So what if I... Oh wait, I can't do this one because it's not a 2.
There's no 2s.
But it says...
Right, it's a free... So you
it's
could,
a free one.
Right.
Right?
Then you could change one of your dice to any number.
So
if
what if I choose to change this to a 4?
Correct.
And do this, and this would be a free one because it's 2 less dice to activate.
So that would all
activate
all of them would activate. So yeah, absolutely. Okay. So all of them are activated, and now don't ew.
I'm sweating. I'm nervous.
Ew. Wipe your sweat on the dog. What's wrong with you?
Dripping.
The dog has all that fur. Use the dog. Oh.
I'm nervous. That's what happens when I play dice games.
I see. So now choose. If you don't want the town to be attacked, you may want to kill him first.
I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do that guy.
The Dryad Archer. That's 7. You've got 4, 8, 11. So you've got 4 left.
I could take out the second guy.
The rock monster for 4.
But that's more chance of an ambush, huh?
You can stop anytime. It's up to you. You don't have to kill.
Yeah.
Like you're not forced to kill, but
I'll do the second one.
All right. Do you have any shields in case ambush does come? All right. It's up to you.
YOLO. I'm already having -3 victory.
But you got okay, so do any of them say counterattack on them?
None.
Okay.
One has a treasure.
One has a treasure. Okay, so you get a treasure card.
Okay.
And you can slot them to any hero that you want. The one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ooh, this is fun. Oh man, I want the 2. How do I switch to a 2? To a 2 treasure ability?
There's level 2 monsters in here that have 2 symbols.
Oh, so I can never get this one once I apply it?
Correct.
Aww.
But you can overwrite existing treasures by discarding the previous one.
Oh, I see.
But I would never do that.
Alright, which is the most valuable?
What is that?
Oh, you know
what's the bonus?
Oh, I forgot to do this one. Move a horde stack to any position in the horde line. What does that mean?
That means take the top card and move them somewhere else.
Oh, man.
That might come in handy in case you didn't kill this one or can't. And you want to stop the town from being hit, so you don't lose points. That's my guess.
I think I'll put it on this one. I kind of like this guy.
And what's your ability? Get one shield this turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, one shield.
Alright, so now we flip over for the horde phase. We've got one counterattack, one ambush, and a toxic slime. So the one ambush attacks, but
kill one.
Activate, get shield 1 this turn. So that these treasures should activate immediately. So you've got, out of all of your people, you've got one shield. You've got one ambush attacking you. So you're safe.
Okay.
Right. Had you not had that shield, you would have to pick someone to lose.
Yeah.
Let's say you lost this guy.
Yeah.
1 minus your strength of 2, that's less than 0. Or that's 0 or less. So you're done. You'd be done.
Yeah.
So you'd lose one of your 4 guys.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you are good to go.
Pick up 4.
You pick up 4 and you discard down to 5. And feel free to fix your victory point pile. Okay. I'm surprised you don't want to flip them over to the other side. Oh my gosh.
What are you doing?
She's gonna make me do that.
I'll hide them.
You would. Okay, so now I'm going to play some... I can only play one more hero here. I can have a party size of 5. I'm going to go ahead and play my Steamosaur, who's like this dinosaur-looking guy. He requires 4 steam or 3 4s to activate. Alright, and then I'm going to save my action cards for later, I think. And now I'm going to roll dice. And hope for the best. Okay, so I got 3 5s, a 6 and a 2. I'm going to use my 2 5s on this guy, and I activated him to get 1 shield this turn. So this guy's given me a shield already. I'm going to use my 2 on the scout. Activate to get an extra dice this turn. Oh, good. Okay, so I need to get another die out of here. And so now I need to...
Okay, I'm discarding these.
I'm guessing I would get... I guess I need to roll this to figure out... I wonder if when I get an extra die, I don't know if I get it immediately and have to roll it, or if I roll it whenever I re-roll these. I would assume I would roll it immediately, because then...
That's what I would assume. Can I see the rule book?
No, you may not. I'm going to go ahead and do, I guess, a 6, or 2 6s here. And this 5, I can roll 1 more time. Or no, yeah. 1. Okay, that's good. I don't think I want to do anything else anyway. Okay, so out of everything, I've activated these 3. Alright, and now I need to assign damage to these guys here. Well, this one's 5. I need to kill this toxic slime. Right, I'm going to go ahead and do that first, because I don't want the town to be attacked. So I'm going to go and get rid of this toxic slime. That's worth 3. I've got 6, 8, so I have 5 left. I can actually use my 5 to kill this zombie knight here. All right, and that's all of my strength. So now there's no counterattack, nothing to worry about there. There's also no treasure cards involved, so there's nothing to do there. Horde phase, I can put these into my victory point pile. These flip over. Counterattack 3, that's a nasty one. That's a level 2 card now. We're getting into the level 2s over there, because we're killing them pretty quickly. Counterattack 3 here. So we're going to start losing some heroes here pretty soon. Okay, So there's no ambush, so no damage gets through to me. I draw 4 cards. 1, 2, okay, so I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to discard down to 6. So I'm going to get rid of this Scout, which I don't think I need. I'm going to get rid of, this is an extra action card duplicate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Your heroes get +1 strength this turn. Change any number. Okay, I think I have this guy already, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 cards. That ends my turn. And now you can play 1 more hero to your array. Or...
Oh, it's a max limit of 5
5,
heroes?
yes.
Okay.
That's why I didn't put it down anymore.
I see. What about activations?
You get 2 per turn. So it's
an unlimited amount?
What do you mean?
Like...
You mean action cards?
Yeah, action cards.
It's 2 heroes and 2 action cards.
But since there's only 5 limits of heroes, is there a limit for the action cards?
Yes, 2.
Oh,
They're separate limits.
Oh.
You can play 1 hero, 2 action cards. You can play 2 and 1, 2 and 2. The limits for your heroes and your action cards are separate. So you can play up to 2 heroes and you can play up to 2 action cards.
Yeah. But right now, like, you have 5 heroes. And
yes.
That's all you can put down.
Yes.
How many action cards can you have total?
2.
The whole game?
I don't understand what you're saying.
How many action cards can you put down after every round? Like, what's the max?
I don't understand what... No, when you use an action card, it gets discarded. You use its effect and it gets discarded.
I thought you had to tuck them under.
No, the ones with the swirly symbol, those are action cards. Those are one-time use cards.
Oh, okay.
You use them and lose them.
Oh, okay. See, I thought they were treasures. I thought you had to,
treasures slot. No, they're permanent.
Okay, I see now. Okay, that makes sense. This is tough. This is really tough. I think... And Steam is only used...
Certain cards use Steam. Yeah.
So, you'll never be able to fulfill Blitz with this... Or that card on the left with a 4 because you can only generate 3 Steam. Oh, you have another one.
I have another one. Yeah, so I have 1 here, 3 here. So I have to activate these 2 to get the 4. Or I can play an action card that gives me 4.
I see. Okay. Alright, here's what I'll do then. Change. No, it's 2. I'll activate that. 2. You know what? I'll play this one.
Alright, and that one is a Paladin. Activate one of your heroes with strength equal to or less than this. So whenever you activate him, you get to activate someone on any of them. Okay, so now you get to roll your dice.
Okay.
All right, 3 2s and so full house basically.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do something weird.
As opposed to.
I'm going to do this. I want to see if this is legit. I'm gonna activate.
To quit.
The
Is it 2 legit?
2 legit.
I get it.
3 quit. Okay, so I'm gonna activate this.
Even the dog thought it was bad.
For free. And it says move... Oh, wait a second. Can I kill something first and then...
No, you may not.
Really?
The attack phase is after.
When the heck does this ever apply then?
Move a horde stack to any position in the horde line. That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure.
Because...
It says a horde stack, not the top card. Oh. You can pick this. Let's say this is too powerful.
Yeah.
Move it somewhere else so that it's easier to kill. Like that way, if you know you need to kill this one because you want to save the town, but this monster's too hard for you.
Yeah, that's what I want.
You can move it and then maybe put the slime over. You can move this here.
Oh, okay.
And that way you only have to kill the slime instead of that one. You could do that.
Because I wanted to kill this thing first, and then move this card over here.
Well, no, you don't move the card. You move the entire stack.
Okay.
If you activate him, you pick all of these cards up, move it here, and you do this. Yeah. But you need to activate him to do that.
I did.
Okay, so you are.
Card.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to I push them forward just so that...
Yeah, sorry.
Uh-huh. All right, so those two are activated. Now you've got 2 1s left that you can still activate.
No, I don't need to.
These?
No, I don't need to because
okay.
I just want to kill this guy and that's it.
That's it. You don't want to do anything else.
No.
You want to leave the counterattacks to me. I see how it is. Some hero you are.
So I kill him.
All right.
Right?
He's He's a 3. There's no counterattack. There's no treasure. Correct.
That's it. Now it's your turn.
So you've hold on. We're not there yet. Where's your score pile? Don't hide it. Put it on the table. Put it face down for crying out loud. My gosh, hiding your scorecards. You flip this over.
Oh, yeah.
It's a rock monster. So no ambush. So you're safe. You're done. You're good. Okay. Now you draw 4, this card down to 5.
Okay. Ooh, I'm sweating. Scary.
Yeah. Well, I have really nothing to do here. I mean, I could play an action card maybe just so I can possibly get more defense or something. Like I need to start killing some of these counterattacks. Like if we can get to this boss, for example. Counterattack 3. That's 7 strength though. I need to kill this rock monster first. You get an extra die this turn. You get 4 steam. You know, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna go ahead and play 2 action cards. Well, see, I don't want to use my action cards, and then what if I need them for a future round? Mm-hmm. Like right now, there's no danger. So, all right, I'm gonna hold off on playing anything. Now I'm gonna roll my 5 dice. All right, so
I think it's bogus that the hand limit is 5. That includes both action and hero cards.
Yeah, it's bogus. Sure, bogus. All right, so I'm gonna do the 2/2, and the scout with a the scout gets a 5, and this guy gets a 3. That leaves me with a 6. The 6 I can't do anything with because I need 2 dice for this, and 4 steam for this. So I'm going to activate these 3. That gives me a strength of 6, which that would be enough to kill the rock monster, and that would be it. I need to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and use my 6 strength to kill the rock monster. There's no counterattack associated with him. There's no treasure. I'm just going to put him in my score pile. Monster horde phase. We're going to flip this over. Ambush 1. Luckily, I activated him. I've got 1 shield from them. I've got 1 shield from this guy here. Oh, I forgot. I get an extra die this turn. It doesn't matter. But still. I guess I could have rolled here, but I didn't really need to. So my shield protects me from that ambush of 1. And now that's it. I just simply draw 4 cards and discard down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need to do, wow, this guy, look at this, the Forge Titan. 5 steam though.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't activate him if I wanted to. Strength of 8. See, I do need to get more powerful cards out. My Steamosaur isn't bad. Bodyguard, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my Bodyguard because I've already got one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to get rid of Pyromancer. Your other heroes get +1 strength this turn. That could be useful. I may want to give up my Scout at some point. Alright, let's get rid of... I don't want to give any of these up.
I know.
Alright, I'm going to give up these 2, and... Heroes get +1 strength, get an extra die.
This is a boss, right? Or is that just a level 2?
Alchemist. You know, I'm going to get rid of this Alchemist. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
It is good, but I don't have any room for them. Alright, so we're roughly 40 minutes in. And this is what I meant earlier by needing to take cards out because we're 40 minutes in and we're not, there's only one deck that we're at level 2. Had I not taken those other cards out, we would have still been on level 1 monsters slogging our way through.
Wow.
So stay tuned, we'll be back when we're nearer to the end of the game. So yeah, be right back. And we're back, closer to the end of the game. I vanquished 2 bosses myself, with Idley's help of course. We're on our 3rd boss now, so we're nearing the end of the game. So it is her turn, you get to go.
Okay, I'm going to use this activation card to get an extra die this turn.
Extra die this turn, so it's an action card? Okay.
And I'm going to place down this one.
Okay, that's a Pyromancer. Activate. Your other heroes get +1 strength this turn. You need a 1, 2, 3, and 4 on that, though.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I have to wonder if it's worth it.
Well, how many dice are you rolling? 6.
7 with this ability.
Right.
So maybe I'll get it. Who knows?
Okay.
And I have things that cancel out.
True.
I guess.
You've got a 7, a 9, so even if you don't kill the boss, you can still kill the 9.
Yeah.
And then leave the boss to me. Whatever.
Yeah. You already took down 2. Why not?
Yeah. Why not just get 3? Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Yes.
Okay, so I will do this. I will get that extra die.
Okay, so just borrow one of mine.
Nice.
Wow, nice. 3 6s.
I will. Oh no.
Oh no! Don't you get to change a die with him, or no?
I already didn't I?
No, you just rolled an extra die with this. You didn't change one. So you could activate your paladin with your 4 6s.
3 6s. So, but what I want to do is change this to a 3, so that I can do this. So it'll be 1 less, and then I can activate the paladin.
Yeah, you could do that. And that leaves you with a 4 though, so you have no other.
Well, it says activate one of your heroes with strength equal to or less than this hero. So I'll activate this guy.
Okay.
And this poor thing.
Yeah, well he's left out in the cold. So you've got 2 4.
Question real quick, I'm sorry. It says I can activate, they cost 1 less. So could I have done a 2, 3, and 4 and skip the 1, or does that
No, because you used the 2 already to.
No, I'm saying like if I didn't use any of the
Yes.
dice. Oh, so it doesn't have to start all the way to the left? It
No, you could have used, but still, 3 dice.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're better off doing it this way.
That's okay.
You've got 2, 4, 8, 11.
Cool.
So you don't have enough to kill the boss, but you have enough to kill that ice giant.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright. So he's got, is there any counterattack on him or just the ambush?
Just the ambush.
And his special ability is when you kill him, you discard 1 of lesser value.
You put any monster with strength 6 or less from another stack into your victory.
Which there is none.
Man.
Okay. So no counterattack.
Nope.
Any treasure on that card? No?
No.
Alright, so then we flip that one over. And see, that's probably a boss now too.
Ambush.
13.
So 3 ambushes.
So you've got 1 ambush from that, 2 ambush from that. How many shields do you have?
I have 4 shields.
4, so you're fine.
Yeah, okay.
2 bosses out now, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I believe you are finished. You get to draw 4 cards. I'm going to take one of my dice back.
3, 4.
Alright, I need to kill stuff this round, so let's take a gander at what I've got. I'm actually going to play... Alright, how much strength do I have? 9, 12, 13... I have enough to... Alright, so I'm going to play this summoner. The summoner, when I activate him, I get 3 extra dice this turn.
Nice.
If you have at least 1 other mage hero in your party, which I do not, you get 4th dice instead. So I'm going to play... Heroes get +1 strength this turn. And... get an extra die this turn. So I'm gonna go all in and hope to kill one of these 2. If I kill this one, then the town is safe. I don't get a negative card. But if I kill this one, then I still end the game, but at the end of her turn, because I went first. So Alright, I'm going to go ahead and roll my... I get an extra die because I got this card here.
Wow.
Wow, 4 6s. Alright, so first of all, I'm going to use 2 6s here to get 3 extra dice. So I'm going to borrow 3 dice. I'm going to roll them. Holy 6s. What? I'd never get this lucky. Okay, so I'm going to use, oh boy, 2 4s here. I'm going to use, I need a 3.
Still can reroll.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to use 6s there. This 1 steam and this 3 steam activates this. So these get pushed full. Oh wait, I didn't activate him yet, huh? I need a 3. Alright, so basically it all comes down to if I can roll at 3 or not. Hope so.
Yeah, you got
nice. There's the 3. Alright, so that activates that. 3 steam plus 1 steam. Alright, so I've activated them all.
Nice.
Alright, so 1 boss is dying. I'm just going to say that.
Of course.
So I've got heroes get 1 plus 1 strength this turn. So I've got 6... 9, it's a 6 plus 3 is 9, 12, 13, 14, plus 5 is 19. So I have 19 strength. I'm going to wipe this one out to prevent the town from being attacked. There's no treasure or anything like that. That leaves me, 19 minus 13 is 6.
Was it a 12?
Huh? That was a 13.
Oh, sorry. 6. You said 6.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, 6. I can't... Yes, I think I'm done. I don't have any other recourse here. Nothing to flip over at this point. So
you got the...
Oh, counterattack. Well, yeah, counterattack was 2. I've got 1 shield and 1 shield, so I do not take any damage.
Nice.
And then now the ambush, there's only 1 ambush. So I've got that 1 shield. That's fine. So I don't take any damage. That was the 3rd boss, but you get a final turn because equal number of turns is how it works.
I can't pass?
No.
Oh, fine.
But feel free to play it out and kill that. Maybe you can get more points with that boss.
We'll see. Jeez. Okay. 5 die. Okay.
Well, do you have any cards to play first? Any action cards? You might as well play your action cards.
Yeah, party gets shield 2 turns.
Okay.
2 shields this turn.
Okay.
Alright, rest or whatever. So, okay, what I'll do is activate this.
Okay.
To activate this one for free.
Okay.
And... Huh.
You just need 12.
Yeah. Okay, so can I do this? Can I... Yeah, activate this one for free and I get 1 extra roll, right?
Okay.
And 1 extra die.
Okay.
Roll this quick.
Wait, where's the die that you put onto that?
It's free.
Oh, from that. Okay,
yeah,
got it.
This. So, and I get to change a number, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'll change this to 4. Then could I do, does it have to be a 1, 2, 3, 4? It can't be like a 4, 5, 6, 7?
No.
Oh, dang.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that's fine. This is a 5. Alright. So, okay, then in that case...
At the very least...
Yeah, I'm gonna do this one with a 5. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, man, I keep forgetting. I got rid of my second guy. Okay, that's fine. I'll just do this then.
Okay. And you have...
Nothing else to do.
Yeah, because this needs 4 dice, that needs 4 dice.
Ugh.
So you've got...
When can I ever get rid of these? I can't get rid of them until I activate them, huh?
Well, I think you can replace them, but I'm not sure.
Whatever.
Well, it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
4, 7.
That's
You've got enough to kill that one. That gives you 10 victory points. And he has counterattack 4.
I have 4 shields.
You have 4 shields, so you're safe. Alright, so you get to put that in your victory point pile.
I have to pick one of this?
Yeah, because he hits that. Ambush.
Draw 1 fewer card at the end of this turn.
It doesn't matter.
For this?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, that's fine.
Alright, so 1 ambush, you're safe from this boss here.
Oh, I see.
Alright, so that ends the game. So now we count our score from all of the cards that we've killed. So I've got 3, 5, 6.
It's in the bottom right?
10, yes.
Okay.
12, 15, 18, 22, 36.
Oh, I gotta start over.
68.
19, 29, 34, 37, 44, 46, 49, 52, 54, 56, 58, 96, 61. 61 minus 4 is my score.
I got 68.
Nice. So
technically I won, but I see this as cooperative event, so
yeah.
we both win. And it's not in the rule book, but you could play this, like, let's say you had, you could seed that deck with maybe 4 cards or 3, whatever you want your difficulty to be, and cooperatively try and prevent the town from being destroyed.
Yeah.
So there's ways to customize this game, even though it's not in the rule book. If you feel like being creative, you can do it. Just like I was creative in removing 3 level 1 and 3 level 2 cards from these decks to make the game shorter. Could you imagine? These are the cards that we did not play with. That's one. These are the level 1 cards. These are the level 2 cards that we did not play with. Could you imagine all of that time?
For a co-op game, I would put all those cards in there.
For a co-op, maybe, yeah. But for, let's say you're trying to play this within a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Then yeah.
You'd be here forever.
Yeah. You'd decrease that. I would definitely change a lot of things with this game.
What would you change?
I would not have a hand limit of up to 5, only 5, if you can hold, was it two activation? 2 action.
No, you can have a total hand limit of 5.
Yeah.
But you can play 2 heroes and 2 action cards per turn.
Yeah, I think that's bogus.
You don't like that?
I don't like that at all.
Well, see, the way I see it, if you've got a full party, start keeping, once I had a full party, I kept 1 or 2 heroes in reserve in my hand, and then I kept every action card that I got.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Just so that I would have enough action cards for 2 every turn that I needed them. For the bosses, mainly.
I just don't like that. The hand limit size is just too small.
Too small?
Especially, the requirement of having to draw 4. You should have been able to, draw only up to your hand limit size. That way you didn't have to keep discard. I don't know.
It's fine. It's your opinion. I think this game is just okay.
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting a party and using dice to attack I like that aspect of it. I don't like the default rules. I don't like the amount of there's not enough variety in the cards. The heroes, they repeat themselves way too often. There's not enough variety of heroes. If I were to play this 3 or 4 more times, I'd be like, really? There's same heroes. Eventually you get sick of seeing the same things over and over again. I would have preferred to see more variety with these heroes. And the monsters, too. There's not a whole lot of different variety of monsters. You've only got the counterattack and the ambush. So this is more of a light dungeon delve kind of game. But I like the mechanic. I like the rolling of the dice and assigning dice to cards to attack monsters. I like that. But I didn't think it had enough depth, really, to be a meaty game. This is more of a light filler. But the problem is, with the amount of cards in the game, it's not a filler. Because fillers are generally 15, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, in between longer play sessions. Just something to break things up.
Yeah.
This game is too long for that. Not unless you adjust the rules and take out some of the cards so that you're not facing as many monsters. So it's this game doesn't know what it wants to be. Does it want to be a light filler? Kind of, because the mechanics are easy, but it plays too long to be a light filler. You know what I mean? But it's simple. There's not as many monsters, there's not as many heroes, so it's less complex in that fashion. Again, I just think it's okay.
I don't like the combat system.
You don't like the combat system?
I just don't like the rules of it. Like, it's boring just to add damage up and subtract it. I want, like, something with abilities, you know?
No, I understand.
I want a forward to mean...
Well, that furthers my point that this game doesn't know what it wants to be.
Yeah.
Light or meaty or long. I know. To me, this is a light, casual game, but it's long. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Unless you modify it not to be long.
Yeah.
And it's very repetitive, too.
Yeah.
Because you're doing the same thing every turn. Once you get a party of 5 and you get enough shields to stop most attacks, you're fine.
Yeah.
I lost maybe a total of 3 people.
Yeah.
If that. And your shield, like once you have like 4 shields.
You're good.
Yeah. So all you have to do is roll well every turn. Mm-hmm. And you're fine.
And have high numbers, higher than what I could, and make sure that you can actually roll. Yeah,
if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and you're only rolling 5 dice.
I know.
But I mean, yes, you're getting some free ones from these abilities, but at the same time, this one was activated via Steam.
Yeah.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That was good.
So I had a better chance of activating everything than you did.
Yeah.
You know
this guy, he could have been great. There was one other card that...
But he's 4 dice. That's like your entire roll.
There was another card that I had to kill off.
Is it Captain?
Is
it the Captain where for every active hero you have, he costs 1 less, but he needs 5 dice to activate?
It was 3 dice to activate for every... It's the same thing as this one, but 2 less to cost. Like, it costs 2 less. So he could have been filled with only 2.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
With 2 dice.
The Swordmaster or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But the art's good. Like, this is an okay game. I'm not going to say it's not good. Mm-hmm. It's just, I think it could have been better in some ways.
What's the Yahtzee aspect? I don't get it.
Just
to reroll?
Well, yeah, in Yahtzee you have 5 dice and you reroll twice. And you're using dice to assign the different categories, like 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, straight, full house. Okay. You see some of that here, but, you know, it's not exactly the same game.
Yeah, I would have called it something different.
Yeah, well... No.
I would have called it Protect the Town.
Brand, yeah, that rolls right off the top. Protect the Town. Kickstart that right now.
I know. Don't burn down the village.
Yeah, don't burn down the village with 3 exclamation points on the box.
And a 1.
No, 2 if you want to save money.
Yeah.
That was Fantahzee, Heroes and Hordes and Heroes. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know. I'll put a link in the below description should you want to buy it from Amazon. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vincent Natalie. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys. Oh my gosh.
I was waiting. I was like...